History is filled with secrets, legends, and enigmas that defy explanation. Among them are figures so shrouded in mystery that their very existence feels like something out of a dark tale. Tonight, we unravel the chilling stories of the 5 most mysterious men in history. Are you ready to step into the shadows? Let's begin. The Man in the Iron Mask. Deep beneath the shimmering glamour of 17th century France lies a secret so dark, it was locked away, literally. A man, nameless and faceless, hidden behind an iron mask, rotted in silence for years. Who was he? Why was his identity concealed so desperately? Tonight, we unravel the chilling mystery of the Man in the Iron Mask. In 1669, the mysterious prisoner was sent to the Bastille, one of France's most infamous prisons. He wasn't treated like an ordinary convict. His guards were forbidden to speak to him. Even to glance at his face was punishable by death. His mask, crafted of solid iron, was a constant, cold reminder that his very existence was a forbidden secret. But who was he? Some whisper that he was the twin brother of King Louis XIV, hidden away to prevent a political disaster, a rightful claim to the throne that could plunge France into chaos. Others believe he was a high-ranking official, a traitor who knew secrets so dangerous, they had to be buried along with his identity. But here's the twist. The truth may be even darker than we ever imagined. What if this wasn't just a political cover-up? Some say the Iron Mask wasn't only meant to hide his identity. It was a punishment, a form of torture designed to strip him of his humanity. Legends tell of eerie whispers emanating from the prisoner's cell, words in no known language, as if the mask itself had cursed him. Witnesses who dared to speak before they mysteriously disappeared described strange occurrences. Shadows that moved unnaturally in the prison. Guards found dead with looks of terror frozen on their faces, and the prisoner himself, laughing quietly in the dead of night. Was he a man? Or something else entirely? Even today, the Bastille's ruins carry a heavy aura, as though the walls still remember his torment. Visitors claim to hear faint sobbing, the clanking of iron, and sometimes a whisper, "Let me out." The Man in the Iron Mask remains one of history's darkest mysteries. Was he a victim of a ruthless king, a traitor to his nation, or something more sinister? A cursed soul whose very existence had to be hidden from the world? One thing is certain, some secrets are buried not to protect us from them, but to protect them from us. The Zodiac Killer, the chilling case that haunts us still. Imagine a shadow in the dark, a figure who sees your every move, but you never see them. A predator who left a trail of cryptic puzzles, blood-stained notes, and a legacy of fear that endures to this day. Tonight, we delve into one of the most chilling mysteries in American history. The Zodiac Killer. It was the late 1960s in Northern California, a time of peace, love, and counterculture movements. But amidst the flower power era lurked a sadistic killer who mocked the police, taunted the press, and terrified the public. The Zodiac Killer claimed at least 5 lives, though he hinted at many more, and remains one of the most infamous uncaught criminals in history. The terror began on December 20th, 1968. Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday, 2 high school sweethearts, were parked on a lover's lane in Benicia, California, when they were ambushed. They never made it home. Their deaths were just the beginning. But it wasn't just the murders that set the Zodiac apart. It was his twisted need for attention. In 1969, he sent his first letters to 3 major newspapers. They included chilling details only the killer would know and a strange cipher he claimed would reveal his identity. The first cipher was cracked by a husband and wife team just days later. But instead of a name, the message read, "I like killing people because it is so much fun." It was a taunt, a game, and a declaration of his twisted mind. September 27th, 1969. Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were enjoying a quiet picnic at Lake Berryessa when a man wearing a black hood and a bizarre cross-circle emblem approached them. He tied them up, stabbed them brutally, and left a chilling message on their car door. The date, the weapon, and his symbol. And this symbol, the cross within a circle, would become his signature, appearing in every letter he sent, including one where he famously proclaimed, "I am the Zodiac," but it wasn't just his symbol that terrified the public. It was his games. In October 1969, he threatened to attack a school bus full of children, writing, "I will just shoot out the front tire and pick off the kiddies as they come bouncing out." The city was paralyzed with fear. Despite his bold claims, the Zodiac's true identity remains a mystery. Over the years, countless suspects have been named: Arthur Lee Allen, Rick Marshall, even a man named Lawrence Kane. But each lead has ended in frustration, leaving us with only theories and unanswered questions. Perhaps the most haunting aspect of the Zodiac Killer is his ability to vanish. After 1974, the letters stopped. Did he die? Did he get arrested for another crime? Or is he still out there, watching, waiting, enjoying the legacy of terror he left behind? Count of Saint Germain. The Count of Saint Germain first emerged in the courts of 18th century Europe, a man of wealth and intellect. His charm and wit quickly captivated royalty, including King Louis XV of France. But it wasn't just his charisma that intrigued them, it was the strangeness surrounding him. He spoke countless languages fluently, performed feats of alchemy, and seemed to possess an otherworldly knowledge of history, science, and the arts. But what struck people the most was his youth. For decades, those who met him swore he never aged a single day. Who was this mysterious man? Was he simply a gifted polymath? Or was there something supernatural at play? Rumors spread like wildfire. The Count was no ordinary man. Some believed he had discovered the elixir of life, a potion said to grant eternal youth. Others claimed he was a master of alchemy, capable of turning base metals into gold and unlocking the secrets of immortality. But the most chilling accounts came from those who believed he was far older than he claimed. Some said they had seen him centuries before, unchanged. Records suggest he was known in the 17th century under different names, and there are whispers of his presence even earlier, in the court of Queen Elizabeth I. The Count's abilities only deepened the mystery. He was an inventor, a musician, and a painter of extraordinary talent. He claimed to have secrets that could heal the sick, purify water, and even create diamonds from mere pebbles. And yet, he never sought fame or fortune for his skills, disappearing without a trace for years at a time. But there was another, darker side to him. Many believed he was a spy or worse, a sorcerer. His knowledge seemed too vast, his timing too perfect. Was he a man blessed with extraordinary talent? Or was he something more sinister? And even in the 20th century, there were whispers of encounters with a man who claimed to be the Count. Could it be that he was indeed immortal? Or was this a carefully crafted illusion by someone, or something far more dangerous? The Black Volga Phantom. Late at night, on the empty streets of Cold War-era Eastern Europe, a shadow prowled through the darkness. It wasn't a man or a beast, but a car. The Black Volga. To some, it was just an urban legend. To others, it was a vehicle of death, or something far worse. But one thing is certain. Those who saw it rarely lived to tell the tale. The legend of the Black Volga dates back to the 1960s and 1970s, in the height of the Cold War. The car itself? A polished, jet-black GZ-21 Volga. A rare and ominous sight. Stories spread like wildfire, whispered in dimly lit kitchens and smoky bars. A car with curtains in its windows, cruising through towns late at night, driven by a shadowy figure. But this wasn't just any car. The Black Volga was said to stalk children, young women, and anyone who dared cross its path. Witnesses claimed it moved unnaturally fast and made no sound except for an eerie, low hum. So who or what was behind the wheel? The theories were as sinister as they were varied. Some said it was driven by KGB agents, abducting citizens for experiments or interrogation. Others whispered of something far darker. A vampire? A demon? Or even the devil himself. One of the most chilling details was that anyone who got too close to the Black Volga met a gruesome end. It said that merely looking at the car too long would make you its target. And if it stopped next to you, the driver would ask a single, bone-chilling question. What time is it? One chilling detail connects the legend to occult practices. The car was said to be able to teleport. Witnesses in different towns, miles apart, reported seeing it on the same night at the same time. Though the Cold War is over, the Black Volga hasn't disappeared. Urban explorers in Eastern Europe claim to have seen it parked in abandoned garages. Paranormal enthusiasts share blurry footage of an old, black car appearing and vanishing in the dead of night. Could the legend still be alive? Urban legend or supernatural terror? The Black Volga remains a haunting mystery. But one thing is clear. If you're ever alone at night and a black car pulls up beside you, don't stop. Don't look. And above all, don't answer when it asks, "What time is it?" Next up, we have one of the most infamous unsolved mysteries in U.S. history, the D.B. Cooper case. In 1971, a man using the alias Dan Cooper hijacked a plane, demanded $200,000 in ransom, and parachuted out somewhere over the dense forests of Washington state. Despite extensive searches, neither he nor most of the money has ever been found. Some people think he didn't survive the jump, while others believe he got away and disappeared into a new life. 50 years later, Cooper's true identity and his fate are still unknown. These men have left behind questions that may never be answered, their stories lingering in the shadows of history. Who were they? What secrets did they take to their graves? Perhaps some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious.